What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about Jasmy and XYO. Okay, I'm liking these cryptos right now, and I'm going to break down the daily and the 4-hour time frame for you. All I ask that you drop a like, subscribe if you would like to. I post crypto information every single day. We also talk about stocks, and we've been calling a lot lately. So let's talk about Jasmy real quick, and then we'll talk about XYO in a minute. So with Jasmy right now, if you saw my video yesterday, I talked about this big channel right here, and I'm really targeting the top of this channel, which obviously is above 9 cents. But let's break down kind of what can happen in the next several days, because that is more long term. Think in the next several weeks to month. Okay, so you can see right here that we ran up and then we pulled back. But here's a very important thing, guys, and actually very positive. We held the 21 EMA. We have 2 wicks that touched it, and then we bounced right back up. We also kind of, with the candles, are holding this EMA right here, which I believe is the 13 EMA. Okay, and you can see right now we're pulling back. So we're just building new higher lows. Okay, these are all higher lows right here. See right here, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Okay, so we're just building new structure, new support. What else that I like is the stochastic is bottoming out, kind of like it did here, right? Once it crossed over, we tended to rally, especially when we were hanging right on the EMAs. Well, right now we're hanging right on the EMAs. So let's say Jasmy does this for the next couple of days, and we just hold these EMAs, which I'm totally fine with, because as the days go on, these EMAs will rise. Okay, so let's say that happens. Well, where could we potentially go next? So the other thing you have to note is when we bottomed here, I took a Fibonacci from this high to this low, and you can see we wicked all the way up, but we have not broken a candle above the 382 level. So let's just put a line right here, because this is what happens in the short term. And this is for people that more day trade. We don't really do that. We like to think weeks out, and that's why we've gotten massive gains on Jasmy. We've gotten massive gains on AOs, on XRP, on XLM, on a lot of different cryptos that I've talked about on this channel. Okay, you can see we rejected here, and now we're selling off a little bit. So we're going to hold these EMAs. This is my own opinion. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And I think potentially we're going to move much higher. The next level, if you're thinking about Fibonacci, that you want to look for is the 1.618 level, which brings us to about 7.5 cents. Okay, so this would be here. What you might want to look for if this does happen very soon is we'll be making higher highs on Jasmy. You want to be watching the RSI and see if we're making a lower high, because if this runs up and we make a higher high, but this RSI does not break 90, well, that would be negative divergence, which means we could be bearish short term. Okay, not really interested in the daily though. I like to look more at the weekly to look for negative divergence and see how it really plays out. But this would definitely be a target I'd be looking for if you are trying to take some off the table, if you're trying to lock in some profits. The next area would be the 2.618 level, which brings us closer to my video from yesterday, bringing us to this high point right here. And then we'll talk about the full Fibonacci retracement. Guys, I just want to let you know with XY, and we're going to get into this in a minute. On November 22nd, I said I've been adding more XYO down here at 0.0075. I talk a little bit about it, what it reminds me of, but the important thing is I'm giving people updates about certain cryptos when they're undervalued. I also, on October 20th, said added to my position of this crypto just now. The current price was 0.006. Okay. Obviously, XYO today is at 2567. And we're going to get into this in a second. But guys, if you want to start understanding my perspective on things and how I view the charts, and you want to set up your charts just like mine, and you want to learn when to buy and when to start taking profit, I would recommend you buy yourself an early Christmas present and get this 3-video course for $47. The link is down below. Each video is about 20 minutes, and it teaches you exactly in a very simple format of how I do what I do. Okay. A lot of people have already purchased this video, and I want to make it accessible to you guys, because this is better than buying your stupid coffee at Starbucks every single day. If you break down the $47, it's really $1.50 a day. So take advantage, because at the end of December, this will be going back up to $99. So link is down below if you're interested. But again, looking at Jasmy, this is kind of what I'm looking for in the next couple of days is we might consolidate, but we really want to hold these EMAs and then we're going to launch from here. And I think we're going to head up above 7 cents and then we might potentially get a lot higher. You can see the 3.618 level at the top of this channel, which would be overextending a little bit, would be about 12 cents. And then a full Fibonacci retracement again gets us in between 13 and 14 cents. I've done a lot of different fib retracements for you guys, but it all ends up around 14 cents. So again, it looks very bullish right now, just being my own opinion. Definitely do your own research, and look at the time frames. Look at the 4 hour, look at the daily, look at the weekly. That really helps you understand when to start taking profit. Now with XYO, as we wrap up today's video, you can see before we're kind of setting up a similar pattern that we did before. The important thing is the MACD right here. We are crossing right now on a 4 hour time frame. Before when this happened and the stochastic momentum was going up, just like momentum is going up right now, and we were under the EMAs, just like we're under the EMAs right now. When we had the MACD cross, we got above the EMAs and then XYO tended to run, right? So the question is that going to happen again? Well, no one knows, but we could start to use these indicators to start to understand what it's doing. So you can see that the RSI is making higher lows, which is a great sign, just like it did right here. You can see a MACD cross happen, which is happening again right here. Let me actually pull this up. You can see the white line is over the red. So we want this to break out, obviously, and that's going to take today and maybe tomorrow to really show us that. But this is the 4 hour. The more important thing is the daily, and this is what I want to show you guys. So let me pull this up. Let me get rid of all of this. All right, so for the daily, you could see we have like a bull flag starting to form, kind of like what happened here, right? We were trading below the EMAs, we broke above it, and then we pulled back. We held the EMAs, you can see this was acting as support, then we broke out. Now we pulled back. So why are we pulling back? Well, we touched the yellow Keltner line, which I've talked to you guys about before. But what are we doing now? We're holding the EMAs. So the white one, the 21 EMA is right above 2.1, right above 2 pennies basically. The green one, we have not had a candle close below it, which is a really good sign. So what potentially can happen next is potentially we could hold this and then we can launch here soon, especially with what I just showed you with the RSI on a 4 hour time frame. So guys, don't forget to drop a like. Let me know your thoughts out down below with XYO and Jasmy. And with that, I hope you have a great day.